The Power of Protocol, Understanding Land Acknowledgements. My journey with what we now call land acknowledgements began in 1994 doing awareness training for the company I was working for. I inherited a program that included a module titled An Introduction to First Nations Protocol. Protocol was deeply ingrained as a practice where I came from. Every community meeting, session, ceremony, and celebration I ever attended included protocol from the host community. This was essentially an acknowledgement that we were on someone's territory or a welcome to our own. These early days were truly the precursor to what has become and what has evolved into land acknowledgements over the last 10 years. The blog posts I'm sharing were originally written and published in 2014 and have been updated periodically since. I wrote them to reach people who didn't have access to resources or the business need to purchase our training, a way to give back to the broader community. Over time, this practice evolved, and today numerous resources exist on the topic. So what is my opinion on them? They're incredibly important and serve multiple purposes. First and foremost, for those taking and doing the work, they're crucial for showing respect. This was paramount in our communities. Demonstrating respect helped those I trained stand out and showed communities an awareness on the part of those using the acknowledgements, which is very helpful in developing relationships. As the conversation evolved, land acknowledgements emerged as the terminology to describe the action we hoped people would take. This piece became an increasingly important part of the broader reconciliation movement in Canada. Another significant factor is that in December of 1997, the Supreme Court of Canada recognized Aboriginal rights and title in the landmark Delgamuukw-Gisdaywa decision. Land acknowledgements serve the purpose of informing audiences of the legal interests that Indigenous peoples have in lands and resources. In that respect, they're vital because they dispel the myth that Canada was terra nullius, a vacant land merely to be claimed by a colonial government, with no one having an interest in it. Thus, they address long-standing issues surrounding land claims. I'm also a believer that as we teach Canadians from all walks of life to do land acknowledgements, eventually we have a society who understands and supports Indigenous people's rights. This will make it easier for future generations of Canadians to address issues like consultation, land claims, self-government, and other important issues. They will have grown up in a world where these rights exist and there's no denial or attempts to limit them. I hope this helps. Keep learning.